There's a scripture I've really been steading on as of late, and I've mentioned it on this podcast before. I know I've mentioned it from the pulpit quite often. I mentioned it in groups that I'm in. But the depth of this scripture means so much. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge God, and he will make straight your paths. I think this is powerful. We have to understand that there's something bigger than us. See, right before that, lean on your own understanding, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. It's hard when it seems as though your heart's been ripped out. But it's these moments, the hard questions generally come from moments of emotion, moments of struggle, moments where we've been hurt, wounded, beaten, bruised. See, that's why he addresses this from the perspective of trust the Lord with all your heart. See, I'm sad to say that there's a world around us that doesn't operate to the standards of God. You can't read a portion of the book and not understand the entirety of it. You can't read the part that makes us really feel good about Jesus. You can't read the Jeremiah 29:11 about the future and hope. You can't read Romans 8:28 about all things work together without reading the beginning where it says this world is not what it was meant to be. That something went wrong, that sin come into the world. And you know what? Oh, we've heard this sermon before, Pastor. Sin come into the world. Look at the world around us. Every man and woman who's doing something for a personal gain, cutting corners, causing the issues around us. This world is not operating at a maximum efficiency. I'm sorry if this is not the feel-good podcast episode maybe you were looking forward to today. But I have to be real because these are the real moments that we don't ask enough. These are the real moments that hit us in the teeth and we're not prepared for. There's corporations who are cutting corners and doing everything cost efficiently as much as they can, using ingredients that aren't good for you. All these things, we have to understand that our bodies are the things we put in them. There's things going wrong. The world around us is occurring in nature, and all the things are being affected by the things we're doing to it. People are being affected by what we do to them. We're in a struggle. See, I've learned in these moments with people who don't have an answer, I'm a lot like them. Although my understanding of this may be a little bit more because of what I've experienced, and that's the power that I have, is that I can share these moments when the time is right. But realizing that most times it's just time to sit, listen, to love, to be available, to give hope in a hopeless situation. See, I encourage you today, wherever you're at, what you're doing, the life around you. When hopelessness creeps in, there is a better way. And it's not one that's going to be comfortable because it's going to challenge the way you've lived. But there's a reward. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, come, Jesus said, they said, come all ye who are heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. I can not imagine a more burdened moment than what this family's going through. See, I could not imagine a more burdened moment than when I got that phone call about my father. I could not imagine a more burdened moment than when I received the news about my friend passing.